You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building, DaniLeigh.
Hey.
You pronounced it right?
Yes.
You sure did.
What were you going to say before Natina from Def Jam told you how to properly
I was going
pronounce
to say
it?
DaniLeigh. That's what I was going to
No, he
say.
wasn't. He was going to say DaniLeigh.
No, I wasn't.
You know what? Actually, I did that. I called you
Did.
DaniLeigh, but I was talking about the Shiggy Challenge and how you had the best Shiggy Challenge out of everybody that was doing them.
Yeah.
She was like, "Thank you," but it's DaniLeigh.
I know. I just had to, just so you know. I feel bad. I be feeling bad when I have to be like, it's DaniLeigh.
Why? What's you tell people how to pronounce your name is fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
you're
it's
right.
not bad.
Your real name is Danielle Curry, though, right?
No.
Danielle what?
This guy here, he talking about me.
Danielle Curry.
Steph Curry's daughter.
It's
They're
Danielle
like, Danielle
Curiel.
Curiel.
Yeah.
How'd you get Danny
You
Lee?
can't be talking
Danny
about
Leigh.
that.
DaniLeigh.
Pronunciation.
My middle name is Leigh, and everybody
Okay.
just call me Danny, so I just put it together.
Oh, that's quite simple.
You know what
Now, I
I'm
love
saying?
if you ever see her out and about, she's always got all her peoples with her, and they're always dancing
That's facts.
and having a good time, which I like because that's actually how your video was and what we see you on Instagram and what we saw you on YouTube doing, and that's really who you are in real life.
No, it is for real. I just love to have a good time and just be happy and dance all the time. You know?
You started as a dancer, right?
Yeah, I started dancing when I was 12, ballet, jazz, hip hop, the whole nine. And I was always singing too, but I was like more shy with the singing.
So how'd you get a deal? How'd you get into the music industry?
Well, I moved to LA when I was 16. So
From where?
From Orlando, and
Okay.
I was in Miami before.
So
She's
why you so
Dominican like
wrapped
you,
it out
Envy.
right now? Why you so wrapped it out?
Yeah, because I was thinking Toronto.
Well,
so.
I mean, it's
just
just
matches.
fly.
Drake gave you that jacket?
Like,
Go
nah,
together.
Drake didn't give me this jacket.
You ever met Drake?
I have, yeah.
Really? Don't look at me like that with the little sparkle in your eye.
She's like,
When
I
you-
know he's sending you some bottles, boo.
You know, he said
Nah,
Charlamagne
man.
some bottles. That's why he got the little
This
sparkle
one,
in his
right?
eye.
I know. You got a little sparkle in your eye, too.
So how
I
did you
see
get into the
everyone.
industry?
I'm sorry?
So how did you get into the industry?
Industry, I moved to LA when I was 16. My mom took me out there with my little sister and my brother. We all do music, and she lost the restaurant in the back where they lived too, in Florida.
She had a
My
restaurant?
family, yeah, my parents owned a restaurant back then, and I was signed to a dance agency, and I was getting gigs here and there, and it was just too much to go back and forth. So it was like, yo, we're just gonna stay in LA for like a month, see how it goes. We ended up staying there for 9 years because it worked out. You know what I mean? So I pretty much got introduced by just doing different gigs, working with different artists, and just making my connections like that. And
Hold on, you're not bragging enough because you have done something to me that I'm so jealous of. Now, who's my favorite artist of all time? If you
Prince.
have to, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now talk about your Prince story because you're
Yeah.
talking about gigs, working with artists. Talk
Yeah,
about
I
who
mean,
some of these
yeah.
artists
Why are
are,
you
like
speeding
Prince.
so much, though? Well, go ahead.
yeah, I mean, from there, I feel like I made my name in the dance industry, just being out there and working with different artists. That Prince ended up finding me when I was 18, and he reached out to me, wanted me to direct his music video. And he never told me where he found me, but I just assumed it was from something like
That
a
don't
dance
just
video.
happen.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I
That's
mean?
why you got on all
Amazing.
purple now?
That's what. It's so
that's where
funny.
the
I
purple
just
comes from
said
now.
that.
That's
I was
where the
like, yo,
purple
I
comes
feel
from.
like I'm really repping
see?
Prince today. It's real, yeah.
So you directed
So-
what video
so-
did you direct?
Breakfast can wait. Breakfast can wait.
So
yeah.
Prince just picked up the phone and called you.
I got an email.
From who?
It
Prince
was
at
from.
gmail.com.
I know, right?
It was a symbol.
Nah, it was from Nandy and Maya, his two dancers. So it was like Prince, the artist, wants you to submit a choreography video to his new music video.
And you did it. I would have definitely not believed that. I'd be like, this is.
No, I mean, I
bull.
got
would've
on the
done it?
phone, and I obviously I did my research, and then I ended up speaking to him on the phone. Too.
How'd he sound?
Did you have to Google who Prince was?
No.
How'd he sound when you
Come
when he
on.
called?
Huh?
How'd he sound when he called?
Man, he was so chill. He had the deepest voice. He's like, Danielle.
Everybody
The
done
soft, yeah. He was a goofball too. Like his humor was a little different. It was a little corny, but it was funny.
Like what? Give me an
Like,
example.
he used to send me like memes on my email all the time of just like, I probably have some, but just different like memes.
Wow.
Isn't that funny?
Like what, though? Like what kind of memes? Sexual stuff?
Nah, it was never
What?
sexual.
Gosh, Charlamagne.
He was like, he's trying to find something.
I
It's
know.
all good.
That's a Prince.
He's trying to find something. Nah, it was just like little baby stuff. Like, I don't really
He likes Lil
remember.
Baby?
What?
Charlamagne-
Lil Baby was out when Prince was
No,
alive?
it wasn't.
No, like,
Charlamagne,
I don't remember what the
Charlamagne
meme
started
was.
out
Whatever.
when he met Prince. When
Sorry?
Charlamagne met Prince, started out like.
Really?
Tell him the
Stop
story.
first of all, stop trying to sound young and say things like thought it out.
You did
That
thought it
sounds
out.
crazy.
All
All right, that's
That's
number
not
one.
really a
What
young
was you
brother anymore.
doing?
It's definitely not
Man, I told him I grew up Jehovah's Witness. That's all.
No.
Really?
He
Yeah.
met Prince
Oh,
and he
yeah.
was like, hey, how you doing? I'm Prince. He was like, I'm Charlamagne.
I grew up Jehovah's Witness too.
No
Wow, that's the
introduction,
first
no
day,
hands,
yeah.
know what you're doing up here.
Then you got a little starstruck.
It's Prince.
Yeah.
I feel you.
do
When
that.
I first met Prince, he was in a long cape. and,
Me
like,
too.
With a
Had a
with a
cape on.
cane, and I was in North Hollywood like apartments, like editing the Breakfast Club video. So just imagine me going downstairs to go get Prince. It was so funny.
You
You
had to go
still
downstairs
gassed.
and get him.
Yeah,
You still gas. You been wearing purple ever since that phone call.
every day, yo. All that rap, you feel me? I'm just playing.
Wait. Before you get to that, you had to go get Prince. They wouldn't just send him up.
I mean, like
They're like, sorry,
just
you
him.
gotta wait. What's your name?
No, it was like some small apartments. Like it wasn't even anything fancy. He told me it was downstairs, so I went downstairs. Who did I go down with? I think I was by myself.
Did he pay you though?
For the video? Yeah.
No, he
did.
didn't pay.
I wouldn't let him up either, though. A little short guy with a cape on. That looks very suspicious if you don't know exactly who that is.
This little afro, he had the glasses on too. It's crazy.
Now, you said your parents owned a restaurant, so you come from like money? It's an Amber
Oh
Alert?
my gosh, what's going
My
on?
bad. Sorry.
No,
But that's
not
your
it.
alarm.
That is
her
my
ringer.
alarm.
So hold on, it's 9:30 East Coast time or 6:30 West Coast time?
Shoot, 6:30.
So you wake up 6:30 every morning?
No, I wake up at 9:30.
9:30 every morning?
Yeah. I heard you wake up at 4. I heard you guys wake up at 4.
Yes.
That's
Really?
crazy.
Now, you come from money?
I come from money. I don't come from money. My parents, we had it good. You know what I'm saying? We had it good in Florida. But once we moved to LA, that's when the struggle really started happening for us. You know, we moved to a 1-bedroom apartment. Everybody was in the room. My mom, my little sister, my dad. We had 3 beds in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a grind. Like for real. I was paying the rent with my dance checks here and there, and just helping my family out. So eventually, we started, gaining revenue, and then, now we here. So.
What made your parents start the restaurant? Like, was that like a family business that was passed down, or did they work and quit and open it?
I mean, the first restaurant they had was in Miami. It was called La Pelota. It was
What's that mean?
dope. It was a baseball cafe. So like the whole theme was like baseball. It was pretty lit.
And tell
Sound
Charlamagne
like the
all
empanadas
Dominicans
in
don't
there
wear white
fire.
pants. He thinks all Dominicans wear white pants all day long.
What?
Because Envy's Dominican.
What you mean?
I'm
We'll
not
get back to
Dominican.
that. But okay, the baseball restaurant.
Yeah, the baseball restaurant. It was right in front of Hialeah High School. It was dope. It was. I feel like I grew up in restaurants for real. And then my parents opened a restaurant in Orlando too. After that, my dream, because they actually ended up losing that restaurant for the move. My dream's to open up the same restaurant in LA. It was like the best food.
Can
So
you
they
cook?
never tried
go.
to do that in LA? They never opened up a...
Nah, LA's expensive.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We gotta be at a certain level to really open a nice restaurant.
Can you cook?
No.
Oh my God.
I feel like
that's
I don't got
shameful.
time to cook any. Like
I
it,
know.
I know it's
You
pretty
didn't grow
sad,
up,
huh?
like,
I
working it.
know. I actually was a server though. I was first a little hostess. I was like 14, being a little hostess, and then I started serving. I was 15. You got to be 18 to serve alcohol, but I always looked older, like so.
You got to learn to make fire empanadas at least.
I know they had
At the
empanadas
least.
too.
You know what I'm saying?
I think if I tried, I could.
Were you getting good tips?
Yeah, that was my little hustle. I just got paid off tips.
So how did you get? Now, how did you all that? Now, how did you get? How did somebody hear you and sign you to Def Jam?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I was always consistently putting out music and just gaining a little following like on my own
Where,
by
though?
putting out music on Instagram,
Okay.
YouTube, you know what I'm saying, SoundCloud. I had some stuff on iTunes too at the time. And I was independent for like I would say my first record that I put solo out myself was when I was 21, 20, around that age.
Oh, do you know?
I'm 23.
Okay.
And after that, I just kept going and kept doing little music videos. I'd do a dance video, put $300 in a little video, put that out, and just keep gaining. And then I did a Dose compilation. It was like a Bryson Tiller when he first dropped his Trap Soul album. Did like a little mashup, and like that for me was the first thing that like got mad attention. And I was like, oh shoot, like the players are going crazy. And then
The players?
the plays.
plays.
The plays,
Okay,
like, it was
gotcha.
the first time, And I got reached out to by a couple labels. And, I had a decision whether, like, go on tour with an artist
What
and
artist?
dance, Megan Trainor.
I feel like you're skipping a lot of steps.
Really?
This just sounds a little too easy.
Damn.
No, it doesn't
don't
sound
sound
easy.
easy
at
at
No,
all.
it wasn't easy. This
It
is
sounds like
years
she's been,
and like,
dancing for years.
dancing.
She's worked with
And getting
Prince.
these offers. Exactly. Who
She
just gets to
worked
work
with-
with Prince? Who
Yeah,
just gets
but-
offers to go on the road with Megan Trainor?
But
Like,
you
stop
worked
it.
with
Come on.
Pharrell.
No,
also.
you're right, though. I feel like my life has a lot of favor over it. God has a lot of favor over
Okay, now
me.
you're talking. At least say that.
But it
No,
didn't- it wasn't
definitely.
quick. It wasn't.
It
quick.
wasn't quick. No, I've been working since I was 16, like, and here, and I'm at this place. So, where was I at? basically I got reached out by a couple labels, and I was like, all right, am I gonna go on tour and just keep dancing, or I'm gonna just focus on myself? I was like, I gotta make this decision. So I was like, all right, let me take this meeting with L.A. Reid at Epic, then Interscope. Def Jam was last, and I was like, all right, I think this is the best move for me. They wanted my A&R Tool. He was like looking for that cool girl, that girl next door type vibe. Other labels were trying to, you know, sexualize and make me pop and all that. It just wasn't me. So Def Jam was the perfect fit for me. So
Did you have
You know?
managers? Did you have an agent? Like what did
my mom, she was helping me.
Mom.
Yeah.
throughout this whole process?
Yeah.
Wow. Was she was in the business before? Or?
Yeah. I mean, she's I
an
mean, not best to
entrepreneur.
say. Yeah, she's an entrepreneur. She actually worked at MTV back in
Really?
Miami.
What
Yeah.
did she do
so
for MTV?
She was like doing like the video programming, I think, or something like that. Yeah.
So she was in the music
Yeah,
business.
mom
Yeah,
knows
she was in
herself.
the music business. Yeah, for sure.
Because somebody had to have some type of connection.
Definitely.
So it was mom with the connections. Okay,
Exactly,
okay. That
yeah.
makes more sense.
Yeah, exactly. So
Now,
But
see,
also the talent of it too, because
yeah.
even like
it's
doing
not
those,
always talent. We all in
but
this
doing
room know
those
that.
videos. But I don't know if you've seen.
No, I mean, it
DaniLeigh's
was-
videos and seeing how great of a dancer that she is.
Yeah, how many
that got
talented
a
people
lot
we
of
know that
people's
don't
attention.
get any attention or don't get any connections? It is about who you know a lot of the times.
Yeah, but I got reached out just through the video I think I put out too. You know what I'm saying? I
I
think
like,
that
well, you know me, so I'm gonna have
Yeah.
you do all. It's like really.
Yeah, I definitely was.
Yeah, and if your mom used to be a video programmer, then she probably knew exactly how a great video could get attention,
yeah, it's definitely
how to push it. That
Yeah.
just makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I see you rolling with the interns too. Is that your production company?
No, I just work with them.
Okay.
You know, Two, he's the SVP of Def Jam, so he signed me to Def Jam. So
Danny, I hate to do this to you, midway through the interview.
my gum.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, we have gum in my mouth. My bad.
All right, put this with the other gum in the room. So we
Damn,
can
my
count it.
fault.
Now, you have a fan base called the DaniLeigh.
Yeah, my lion gang.
Where'd that come from? Is that like lions, like the animals, or like dandelions? You just
No,
got rid
the
of the-
animals.
Okay.
You know, I wanted to find a cool name for my fans, and I felt like DaniLeigh was kind of fly because I feel like what I portray and my message behind everything that I do is just like be confident in who you are, be strong, and I feel like a lion represents that. So
So you can't wait for Lion King.
I can't wait for Lion King. You're right.
Are you a fan of the cartoon?
Yeah.
The original?
Yeah, I was. Were you?
Hell yeah. That's
Yeah.
the story of
It looks
black man
dope
in
too, right?
America.
I
It
haven't
looks
seen it
crazy.
yet.
You haven't seen the trailer?
I haven't seen
She
the
hasn't
Lion
seen
King.
any Lion Kings. She hasn't even been to Disney.
She said you haven't seen the trailer.
Really?
Yeah, she don't
I
have
haven't
nobody
seen
in
the
love with her
Lion King
family.
yet.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Now the Shiggy Challenge blew you up as well. A lot of people noticed you from the Shiggy Challenge. Talk
Yeah.
about that a little bit, because that's the first time I think I seen you. My wife actually put me on to you. Was like, look at this girl. She's so.
Really?
You hurt yourself doing that Shiggy challenge.
That's so funny, man. And I didn't expect that. Like, for real. Like, that's something you can't even pay for, you know? I just, my boy Divide, he was like, yo, I see this challenge going on. You should do it. Like, look at this girl. She has, like, no followers. She got mad views on this. And she just literally standing there doing the dance. And I was like, sure, all right, cool, whatever. We got up one day, was like, let's go to, like, an empty neighborhood and just shoot you dancing. I was like, all right, cool, bet. Did it the first time, you know, just standing. And I was like, man, it's kind of boring. And, like, let's make it more interesting. So we decided to do the moving car. Did it a couple takes. It was hot as hell. I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. Posted it. We was like, looked at it for like the 20 minutes that when it was up, it had like 100,000 views. And I was like, yo, this doesn't happen. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
It
So I
was
was like,
amazing.
yeah, this isn't normal for my page. So he was like, yo, let's just not look at it for like an hour. And I was like, all right, bet. We like put it away for like an hour. Went back to it, had like 300,000 views. And I was like, yo, what's happening? My following was going crazy. And I was like, what's going on? After like a couple hours, it was at like 1 million. I was like, yo, I got my first viral video. That's crazy. I gained 200,000 followers that day.
Wow.
That's
So-
amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And you know you are a pretty girl. How do you figure out who really wants to do business and who's just trying to like get at you?
Yeah, I'm pretty smart. Like, I think my mom put that in me as a businesswoman. Like, I don't play no games. Like, I ain't like that out here at all. So anybody I work with, it's always straight business, and I know, like, you know what I'm saying. I know who's real, who's not. So, you know.
Now let's talk about you on tour with Tiana Taylor, because I did come to that show, and I made sure I got there so I could see you open up for Tiana.
Show love, thank you.
So how did that even come about? Like, how did you and Tiana link up? Did she specifically ask for you to be on that tour? What was that like?
Well, I guess Def Jam put the play together for me. You know, we're both with Def Jam. And
All time Def Jam do something. Man.
Stop it, man.
Nah, man. Honestly, Def Jam been showing love to me for real. Like, they really been helping me with my career, and they just put that together for me.
That's what happens when you hit the
hit
snooze
snooze.
button.
The snooze button.
Damn, I'm
Stop.
gonna just turn my phone off. My bad.
Stop.
I keep thinking it's
Danny.
flooding or something.
I'm sorry. Damn.
So go on, Def Jam.
Yeah, Def Jam put it together, and it's funny because I knew Tiana. It's crazy. When I was 17 years old, I've always been in the game, bro. Like, I choreographed a video for this artist that she was featured on the song. So I remember like helping Tiana like with some moves for like a freaking music video, and I was mad young back then. She didn't even remember that, but I was like, "Yo, did
So you
you
taught
know?"
Tiana
Who
how
was
to
the
dance?
artist?
Yeah, no,
No, I'm just kidding.
no. So his name, what was his name? The song was called Merc Out. It was Young Marcus. It
He
was
was
like
signed?
I don't think he was signed. He was independent,
Gotcha.
but he had a song with Tiana. So
How did he find you? Just online?
his manager knew my mom.
Got you.
Yeah.
Now, you when you was in Miami, did you ever run a lick on a guy for money?
No.
Never? No credit card scams, no nothing?
No, I look like the type.
I mean, you from Miami. You can't. It's no type.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what was the tour like for Tiana, and what did you learn from that? Because you are about to go on your very own tour starting in January.
Yeah.
So what did you learn from being on that major tour? Because
That
there's a lot of
tour-
drama behind the scenes too with
I know,
Jeremiah.
with
That's the one where
Jeremiah stuff.
Jeremiah left
Yeah.
or whatever happened.
Yeah. I mean, I learned a lot. I feel like I learned as an artist, like, the live show is, like, the most important thing for you. Because I feel like after that live show, that's what really matters. Because all those people in that room is, like, are they a fan now? Or, you know what I'm saying? Are they going to continue to go to your own tour after that? So I feel like watching her every night was inspiration for me. Because, you know, she just gave her all every night. Like, her show was incredible. And you could just see the passion in her. So that pushed me. I feel like I got way better, like, after a couple shows, and I saw, like, you know, it was my first tour, like, being in the front headlines, you know what I'm saying? So it was dope. I learned a lot, and now it's, like, my own tour is coming up, and now I know exactly what I want to do for my show and what I want to do, so.
They
Were
love
you
you
scared?
uptown, too. They love you
No,
uptown.
I'm not scared.
She should. She's Dominican.
They love
Man,
they love you.
I
They
even
love you
Philly,
uptown.
like, I had a show the other day in Philly, and I know Philly's tough. I had a couple shows in Philly before, and I was like, I don't like Philly.
Well, a lot of
Spanish-
Dominicans in Philly or something?
Not really.
Oh, that's why he said they love you uptown. That's what,
You've been uptown
No,
before.
yeah.
you-
I was just in Brooklyn last night.
Any Spanish music
Mad
on the album?
Dominicans. What'd
Any
you
Spanish
say?
music on the album?
Yes. I have a full Spanish record. Yo no sé with my brother Bills. So it's
how
lit.
important is it for you to advocate and represent your culture musically?
It's super important. You know, I think I'm blessed to be Dominican. Like, I think it's fire that I have that behind me. You know, that's a whole other market for me. So it's cool that I have that side to me. I was raised by Dominican parents. You know, growing up, bachata, merengue, family parties, crazy. Like,
A
that's
lot of white jeans.
there we go.
even
It's
after
like,
Labor Day.
exactly. Yeah.
Tell the truth though.
No, I don't think my dad don't even wear white jeans like that.
You never paid no attention.
No.
You see him so much, it look like regular blue denim to
You
you.
think so?
Now,
That's
Lil
so
Baby's
funny.
the bop, right? As
Yeah.
always. And it's been out. I feel like it's been out for quite some time, but people are still rocking it.
Yeah.
And you got the remix.
Yeah.
Now,
What's
how
up
did the
with y'all and
remix...
Little Babies? Princeton and you Little Babies? You got a song
Wow.
called Lil
It's
Baby?
meant to be.
And Lil Baby's on the Lil Baby remix.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. It only
You know
makes
that?
sense.
Wham, wham, wham.
Bitch, I know, baby.
So how did that... Did he reach out to you? Because, I mean, it felt like you were serenading him in the whole song. But
I know, right?
how did that go down?
I actually, it's funny because when I first recorded this song in 2017, because that song's a little older, and I saved the file under Lil Baby featuring Lil Baby just because I wanted that to happen. So
Put it out there.
it's crazy how it happened. I was like, wow, that's God right there. And I ended up putting up this little video on IG. It was like me dancing to a Lil Baby song, and I was like, tag Lil Baby if you want him on the remix. And then mad people tagged him, and he replied and was like, let's do it. So, you
That's
know,
dope.
I know. So I'm like, yes,
put it
thank
out
you,
there.
IG. Yeah. So then Two made the play and just connected the dots, and then it ended up happening.
Who's your dream collaboration?
I really want a song with Drake.
Okay,
Drake?
so tag
Yeah.
Drake.
Not
do a
Riri?
vid-
Riri too. That's funny. Those are my like top inspirations. So
Did you tell him that when you met him?
I didn't tell him I wanted a song with him. I wanted to just build a like real relationship and let him know I was inspired by him. But he did tell me like he was really glad that the Shiggy challenge like took off for me because he was like, you're super talented, you know, you sing, dance, got personality, like you got it. So I'm happy to.
How'd you
happen
meet?
for
Where'd y'all meet?
So after the challenge, he hit me up.
He
through
DM'd
DM.
you?
Yeah.
Drake is nasty, ain't he? I
We better not see you guys
Nah,
at dinner.
I respect it. All right, so he
Nah,
DM'd
he's
you.
cool. And
He
you
DM'd
know,
you an emoji probably, some eyes.
Is that what he did to you, Charlamagne?
What did
Because
he
you know
send?
too much.
No, he
What
said
did he
something in
send? Common
champagne bottle.
sense.
That's what he said.
I mean, I sent him the video and I was like, hope you saw it with some prayer hands. And then he was like, yo, like, I love your challenge or whatever. And then we just stayed connected. He ended up getting tickets for my whole team to his Chicago show.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was lit. We was like at the top booth. It was fine.
You was in Chicago recording?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the interns, they from Chicago.
No, actually, I was on tour with
okay.
Tiana at the time. But after that, he invited me to some after party. So we all went to the after party. That's where I got to meet him. Talked to him like the whole night. It was dope.
And you don't want to meet
he give
somebody
you
the
a
first
handbag?
time and be like, no.
What?
He didn't give you a bag?
No.
No bag? Oh, okay.
That sucks that for women,
Charlamagne
when you want to
sound
like
jealous, man, over
network
there.
and collaborate, people act like it's got to be a hookup. You know?
Yeah. He wasn't like that, though. I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
feel
what I'm
that
saying.
way.
It shouldn't
Yeah.
have to be like that.
Yeah.
It's really just a networking thing. Like,
Yeah.
this
I
is
said
a
anything
good
about them
move
hooking up.
for you.
Yeah.
Because he didn't buy her a bag or
Yes,
you know,
but if you
send
remember at Drake's last
emojis.
birthday party, he was giving all the women in the party bags.
Yeah, he didn't give
I don't
me
I
remember.
don't even do the room report.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I know it's a big
I
story.
didn't even know that. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. But yeah.
The
So
album is out when? When does the album come out?
11:30.
11:30.
2 days,
This
and this Friday, the plan, yeah.
What's the plan?
My plan is pretty much everything I put into this album, my story, you know, my goals as far as taking care of my family, all the hustle that I've gone through, all the bad relationships I've had, you know what I'm saying, fake love, and, you know, just being a light to the world. So that's everything.
When you
that's
say
part of my
bad
plan.
relationships, what do you mean? Like what?
You know, I was in a little relationship, and, you know, it was whack to me.
what
So that's in
happened?
it. You know, I mean,
You cheated?
Yeah, shit like that.
that's
It's all
light.
good. Yeah, that's like. You ever been cheated on?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you cry?
Yes.
Well, I
He cried while he was masturbating. Not only did he get cheated
know
on,
the story.
the guy's penis was way bigger
Hey,
than
yo,
his.
you want to
Oh
do this?
no.
Envy, you want to do this?
Nah,
Oh
leave it
no.
alone.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Is this
Talking about
real?
cheating.
Did you
I'm
tell
like,
somebody
you wanna
this?
talk about this? You want to do this? Oh, okay. Yeah. I did though. It happened. It
Yeah.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
it
he
does
used to do
happen.
is he used to go to the back of the magazine. Like back in the day, they used to have magazines for your time, and they used to have this thing called.
For your time.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm a little baby. It's okay.
Magna, what was it called?
Magna RX.
Magna
Yeah.
RX is this lotion, and what you used to do?
It's not a lotion. It's actually a pill that you take. But that's neither here nor there. The moral of the story
So what he would
is
do is with this
me
pill-
and that
I want to hear
woman-
this story.
Me and that woman are now married.
What he would do with
Oh.
this pill?
So-
he
I
would
ain't
take
getting
the
married
pill
to
and then
this
he would.
dude, though.
It's gonna sound crazy, but he would try to jerk to make it bigger, so because it would always hurt him.
Tell him
that the
times
He
up.
told you this?
Could you tell him times up? Tell him times up, me too.
No, I want to
Please.
know.
Wow. Go ahead, Amy. Tell me more.
Come on,
Tell
tell
me
me
more.
more.
Tell me more about my dick. Yeah. Yeah. But
thank you for joining
the
us.
moral of the
Yeah,
story,
yeah, yeah.
The moral of the story is me and that woman are now married now. So it's just
Congratulations.
a little cheating.
Yeah.
That's all.
How long ago
It
was it? Was
happens.
it while you was already signed or was it before?
Yeah. It was everything on my album is pretty like much this year.
You
know,
think
like,
that men get intimidated like when things like that happen and maybe he was a little like insecure about it?
what you mean, like just
You all of a sudden like
The
because he
success.
knew you before
Oh, I feel you.
everything was happening, before you were going viral, before you signed.
No,
No.
I don't think so.
He just cheated because he could.
Yeah, exactly.
And you weren't around probably because you're
Right,
busy.
just the wrong type of person.
He's
like,
sick
in
now,
a
though.
sense.
Believe me, B. I'm sure
Yeah.
he's sick.
Exactly.
He still hit you, or you blocked him?
Did you write Lil Baby
I don't
about him
talk
at
to
first?
anymore.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty much in my album. You'll hear me say Lil Baby a couple times in my songs because I feel like that's his little nickname.
Oh, former baby.
Yeah.
Damn it, man.
You might as well just start dating little baby for real now.
He has a girl.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah, Lil
Lil
Baby
Baby
got a
looks
girlfriend.
low key like my ex, but like a dark skinned version. It's so weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. That's what are the odds, but whatever.
What's the best advice Prince gave you?
Best advice Prince gave me was to, it was for the industry. Like, he really taught me a lot as far as, like, not signing and just being real careful with that because, he's been through it with the industry. And, he just told me never compromise myself for anything. Like, make sure everything you're doing is real, like, true to who you are. So I always took that to heart.
You didn't listen to the not signing part.
Yeah, you definitely signed.
I know, but it was a good situation. Like, I got a good deal, so, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Do what's right for you.
Yeah. It made sense for me. I needed it. Like, where I was at in my life, like, it made sense. It worked out.
All right. Well, DaniLeigh, the
Good
plan.
to meet you, DaniLeigh.
Good to meet you,
Album
too.
comes out this Friday. Thank you for stopping through.
Thank
If
you
you
for
ever have
having
the
me.
opportunity to see her perform in person, make sure that you go and check her out because it's amazing. Like, even just watching it online won't even do justice to what it's like to see you perform.
Thank you,
and the energy in person.
Thank you.
All right. Well, it's DaniLeigh. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hey.